Hi, it's Mark from Mark of the Cyberbeast. Today's episode is about a new product from a company called MOLLE. Not Yodel, MOLLE, spelled M-O-D-L. Now before I show you this really cool product, it's made for your MOLLE racks. I want to show you the MOLLE racks I have in my bed because I want to show off this black restore we did a couple episodes ago. Look at that, it's still looking dark. Some of those white spots are kind of, the white blotches are gone. It rained, we got some water that came in because it was a torrential downpour here in the Keys. And if you're familiar with the Keys, you know when it pours, and it poured. Look at this, look at this black around the bed, look at that, huh? That black restore did a great job. So click on that link, use this product, it does a great job. It made my truck bed look new again. But this episode is not on that, even though it is a follow-up. It's on MOLLE. Now MOLLE sent me a bunch of cool products, a bunch of different ones. Now they have a bunch of really cool different products to help you with your MOLLE attachments. Now I'm gonna show you some product here. They sent a couple of these square ones. Now with these, you can get creative. You can make it like a figure 4, right? And wrap it around to tie something big to your MOLLE. You could also just use 2 on each side. A couple different ways you can use that. They have these hooks. Now this is not to catch fish. It's designed for this to go through your MOLLE plastic piece right here. And you can either leave it hanging there or have it like this and clamp it down like that. Bunch of different cool options. Now for those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, hopefully that's all of you, been watching it since like day one, you'll know that I've used these Velcro things. Now they're okay, but they're limited in what they can do because it's just a simple tie. It only really goes the one way. These are so cool because they go a couple different ways. Well, more than a couple. It's really kind of whatever you want to do. Now they sent me a couple different colors. They have a bunch of different colors, bunch of different types. So really it's just designed to be flexible with what you want to do. So for instance, this could run as 1 or it could run as 2. You can separate these, or what you can do, I'm going to hold this like this, you can make a loop out of it and then have something coming down like this and make another connection here, make a double loop. You can just take it out and have 2 small ones. This is a longer piece, so in case you need something a little bit longer for something bigger. Kind of cool with the function. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to try to do with some of these. With the MOLLE that I have in the front of my vehicle, the frunk. My favorite MOLLE attachment is actually in my frunk, and many of you guys know why. Many of you guys are like me, and some of you ladies, like my wife, very 2A friendly here in the southern states. So a little AR action here underneath this is my redneck gun rack, okay? This is how we do it. Now I have it tied in here with Velcro. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some MOLLE to tie it in a little bit differently because it's a lot easier, more flexible with what I can do. Now, again, they just sent me an assortment just to kind of try and show you guys because they think the Cybertruck market is prime for this. And they actually, really, they just showed up on my feed in Facebook, probably because I got a bunch of MOLLE stuff and got a bunch of Cybertruck stuff and it's a good fit. So I reached out to them and said, hey, what can we do to help you guys out? So they sent me some great, cool product. Again, if you look at this square piece right here, real close, zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm probably gonna do something where I tie it in like this or like this, maybe one in the front, one in the back, and kind of see how that holds up because this is just so much more flexible. It just seems stronger than the Velcro. It gives you some ability to, I guess, do things a little bit differently. Now, I did not use that gun to cause this bloodshed. See that? See that? See that? That was my airsoft gun. That was an iguana. I was waiting here. I was waiting right by the pool. and because he hid here a couple times here in the on the rocks, popped his head up over the concrete. One shot went a little high, went into the water. Second shot, boom, right in the head, took him right out. Now, before you start calling PETA on me, iguanas are invasive to Florida. They tear up the ecosystem. They eat eggs and disrupt birds and all kinds of other things. So the whole thing is to go ahead and kill them. So I've got an airsoft gun, and I'm an unofficial iguana hunter. I did a great job last time I was here, eradicated about 40 of them. There's only a couple left. They're big ones, so I want to make sure I take care of them. But I did not use an AR because you're not allowed to shoot real ammo. Airsoft, not real ammo. So what I'm gonna do is carefully remove the Velcro from there, holding up my AR, which you guys do. You guys give me a lot of flack for not having a stock on my AR. This is meant to be pistol-like. This is Terminator pistol AR. It's not, and I understand it's got a scope on it. It was just, it was on there. You know, just humor me, okay? Don't make fun of me. This is just for very strange emergencies, which I hope never ever occur. So now that I've clarified that, and if you're not comfortable driving around with an AR, then don't do it. But I just want to show you in case you've got tools and stuff. I'm probably gonna mount a couple tools in the back, but since I don't have a camera person because this really is bright, sunny, and her fair skin, it just doesn't help my camera woman. So I am solo making this video. I'm gonna go ahead and put the modal on there and show what it looks like, show you how good it is. And by the way, before I let you go and come back, I'm coming back, don't worry, I'm coming back. We've got some more Cybertruck in the Keys and Ala Mirada and Tavernier. We're making our way south. So be prepared to get some videos from the southern part of the Upper Keys. So I'm gonna put the modal on, replace it with the Velcro, show you what I did, how I did it, and hopefully sell you guys on this stuff. The link for modal is gonna be right down below. Okay, it got a little creative and decided to start in the bed of my truck. Now, right behind me, I did a couple things. If you can see, I've got, this is my adapter for the non-NACS NACS Tesla charger hanging from the hook right here on the modal. Then I got my rigid air compressor right here, and just hanging right here from the MOLLE. Kind of holds it there pretty good. I kind of like that. I like it. And again, you can mount these almost any way you want. Be very creative because it's kind of a creative thing. Now, for my toy under the frunk, what we got here, what I did, you know, kind of got a little creative, as I said, just trying to play around here. So I got the four square, I'll call it that, and kind of wrapped two around here, and actually a third one underneath the trigger. One here in the front. I used the long ones, which I really didn't have to do because there's a lot of extra play here, but mounted the front, mounted the back, and that's pretty much where I had my Velcro. I had my Velcro back here, had my Velcro up here. The problem with the Velcro that I took off is I actually had to cut this Velcro. As you can see here, I got my handy dandy, super fun blade, and I cut, and I just dropped the Velcro because the way I had it in here, I couldn't get that Velcro out. It was very hard to remove. Therefore, in a pinch, if I was trying to get my AR out, I'd be stuck. With this, all I have to do with the modal is yank on it, get this around the silver portion right here, which I'm gonna come in real close for you, pull it, yank it off, kind of like a, you know what it reminds me of? Levi's, button fly, 501 jeans. Reminds me of a button fly jean. So you just yank it, comes right off. I like this a lot better. It holds it in real tight. It's a quick release. I like that. This stuff from Modal, pretty slick. Probably have to order a few more. If they have any new items out, I may have to test those new items because This is a win in my book. If you guys are big MOLLE fans, by the way, if you really like MOLLE, and I mean really like MOLLE, Sanhema sent me a shipment. It goes, this is a long weekend project. It goes from the front where the light bar is, all the way across, big rack, big rack, all the way to the very end. The whole side is MOLLE. The top is MOLLE, and it's a rack. I was gonna show you after I installed it this weekend, throw some kayaks, paddle boards on it, show you how it looks, show you how it hauls. This is about a $1,500 product. It comes shipped in a big wooden box that is not light, but it's gonna require some installation. I was hoping to get some help this weekend from family that was in town, but that didn't happen. My brother decided to go fishing instead. So since it's just the weekend here, I let him go fishing. So this weekend coming up, the Sanhema big full rack is gonna get installed. Lots of MOLLE for the modal. So this way you can attach all your stuff to it, your hatchets, your fire extinguishers, your gas cans, everything and anything you want. Don't forget you got your 4 square, I'm gonna call it a 4 square. That's what I'm going with. Modal, that's a mark name, 4 square. And you got a variety of sizes, variety of colors, and most importantly, I like this better for my AR. Got a couple of extras here, so if I get some more stuff, maybe a first aid kit or something, I'll mount it right there on the MOLLE with the modal. The MOLLE with the modal. Use modal on the MOLLE. Modal on the MOLLE, MOLLE on the modal. Okay, I like that. That should be a rap song. Will be from Mark of the Cyberbeast, rapping next time. I'm not gonna give up my day job and rap. I am going to simply ask you to make comments. What do you think of this product? Are you gonna go out and get some? Then I'm gonna have you click on subscribe, because if you haven't subscribed yet, what the hell are you waiting for? Finally, what I'm gonna ask you to do is go down there, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. Folks, I need these thumbs up. It makes me happy. So, you know what makes you happy? These beautiful shots of the Keys. We have another month of shooting down here. It's never getting old. It is never getting old. Folks, Cybertruck and the Keys, we've got some spots coming up. We're gonna be able to charge your car while you drink. I'm gonna show you that spot, my secret spot over there in Tavernier. We've got a boat ride scheduled. We also have a museum, a diving museum. We also have some other super secret stops. So, all right, not too much of a secret. One of Guy Fieri's favorite burger places in all of Florida. We're going there. Yep. If Guy Fieri likes it, I'm gonna like it too. Like, comment, subscribe. Hang on, because we've got new content coming to you tomorrow.